I use a lot of fragrances throughout the course of a month, but my current favorite fragrances are the ones I'm enjoying a bit more than the rest. Some of them are brand new fragrances and some are old favorites I just can't get enough of. So a quick word on how I use fragrances. So I use a lot of different fragrances throughout the course of a month. So I usually start my day with a morning workout. So I spray one fragrance before my workout, then a shower after workout, then another fragrance after that. And then sometime in the afternoon I usually go for my sort of a main fragrance, and sometimes depending on mood and the strength of that fragrance I go for yet another one in the evening. So in other words, I usually have like a main fragrance of the day and then anywhere from 2 to 3 others. So I talked about the first one in my last favorite fragrances video for last month, so I'm not gonna say that much about it, but the dent is getting bigger by the week and I absolutely love it. This is Gaultier Le Mal. This is so good. Le Mal Elixir. That fantastic dose of sweetness. I absolutely love it. If you don't enjoy sweet fragrances, stay away. But if you do like sweet fragrances, then this is pretty much a must for you to check out. That big dose of sweetness is balanced up by lavender, a bit of sort of a soft, warmish tobacco, and everything together is just so good. I feel good when I spray this on. This gives me a sexy and happy kind of vibe. The performance is Rebel approved for sure, and yeah, this is a fragrance I keep reaching for. Take a look at the dent I put into it. If you usually enjoy the vibe of Gaultier fragrances and enjoy sweet fragrances, then you should definitely try it out. So I pretty much go through an entire bottle of Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Man every single year, but this year my usage being split up between the original compliments, the EDP and the limited edition. Right now I'm enjoying the EDP, and every single time I rotate to it, I'm reminded of how much smoother it is than the EDT. This is a clone of Creed Aventus, and I know there's a lot of haters out there who thinks this is absolutely trash, but this kind of scent is without a doubt a scent a lot of people find very, very attractive, and this is one of my most complimented scents ever. This is a fragrance I pretty much use to any occasion, knowing I will smell good to most people. I will link to my comparison of the original compliments, the EDP and the limited edition above, so please do check it out. This is definitely a good one. So the dent on the next one keeps on getting bigger and bigger, and I find myself reaching for it more and more. It's quite sweet, it's very, very fruity, but that amazing sweet fruitiness is balanced up in a fantastic way by a big dose of woodiness, and it's musky in quite a soft way. Its fruity sweetness is to me addictive. The scent itself is gorgeous. It's an attention-grabbing kind of scent, and the performance is fantastic. This is Al Haramain Amber Oud Gold Edition Extreme. Al Haramain Amber Oud Gold Edition Extreme is inspired by Zerjaf Erbapura, and I think this is an amazing fragrance. And I also think this smells a lot more expensive than it is. I believe I paid $65 or something like that for this one, and for that price this is absolutely stunning. Next up, a fragrance that's pretty much a must for you to check out if you absolutely love sweet fragrances and if you love the scent of vanilla. This thing, come on, this is so good. This is Paco Rabanne Invictus Victory Elixir. So the original Invictus Victory is probably one of the most mass appealing vanillic and ambery scents, and it really feels like they took this, toned down its spiciness, made it a bit more nuanced, made it more sort of a tropical, and I'm gonna say made it more exciting. This I enjoy a lot right now, so I did a comparison between these two. I'm gonna link to it above, so please do check it out. I would love to hear from you on what you think of these. Do you sort of agree with me that this feels a bit more nuanced and exciting if you compare it to the original Invictus Victory. This, however, if you enjoy vanillic and amber essence, is absolutely fantastic. This is a great fragrance, but this is the one I'm enjoying a lot right now. Next up, one of my favorite men's fragrance releases of last year. It's powdery, but its powderiness is of the light and almost airy kind, and it's combined with a bit of citrusy and aromatic freshness, a bit of vanilla, and a fantastic dose of woodiness. I've always enjoyed Come on, this is so good. I've always enjoyed Armani Cold Parfum, and this to me is pretty much powdery and woodiness together with a bit of sweetness. And I feel this is so easy to wear. And I also feel this is a combination of something very, very classy and something attractive. This is something I recommend to all you lovers of powdery fragrances. But I also recommend this to someone who's interested in powdery fragrances but doesn't want to go sort of all in on the powderiness with fragrances like Dior Homme Intense, Valentino Homme Intense. Absolutely love it and use it a lot right now. So from one powdery fragrance to another, this one is very, very different. This is the one I call the one above all, and it's behind so many reactions and compliments. I know some guys absolutely hate it, but I think it's a masterpiece. So I absolutely love this, and I would use it a lot more, but I sort of stay away from it from time to time because this is an older bottle. But I sprayed this on about 2 weeks ago, and I've used it quite a lot since then. This is almost like catnip to me, if that makes sense. This is so good. It gives me such a fantastic feeling, and most people who get a whiff of it absolutely love it. Time to use this again and not care about how much I have left. This is Dior Homme Intense, and I love it. So it really doesn't matter if it's fall, winter, spring or summer. I always rotate between easy to reach fragrances. Those are often a mix of freshness and woodiness, often with a bit of something aromatic in them, and sometimes with a bit of sweetness to them. And this thing right here is exactly that. This is a bit fresh, it's got a fab dose of lavender, a bit of sweetness and a bit of woodiness. So good! Come on, I'm going to link to my La Nuit de l'Homme comparison video above, so please do check it out. La Nuit de l'Homme Bleu Electrique, this one right here, is definitely one of the very best from YSL. This was supposed to have been discontinued, but it's still around, so I'm not sure of the status. But regardless of discontinued or not, the scent itself is absolutely fantastic. The performance, however, is not the best. This is a fantastic compliment getter, but only if you spray it properly. This is mass appealing a la YSL. That's the way they do them, and it's a fragrance I'm enjoying a lot right now. So next up, a fragrance I thought was nice when I did my review of it, but not something I thought was amazing. I still feel that this thing right here is not something mind-blowing, but as you can see from the dent I put into it, I've used it quite a bit. This, to me, is all about a super smooth dose of freshness, a bit of soft woodiness and lavender. This is such an easy reach kind of scent, and I do enjoy using it on its own, but this is perfect for layering. Add this on top of something that is a bit heavier and richer for an added dose of woodiness and lavender. This is Dunhill Valensole Lavender. Don't expect something insanely unique. Do not expect something beast mode, because this is not that. But if you absolutely love the scent of lavender, especially in combination with a bit of woodiness, then this is something I feel you should check out. But only if you can find it at a good price. Do not overpay for this one. I think this, for layering, is absolutely fantastic. You could easily layer this with this for an added dose of lavender and woodiness. If you have this or end up buying it, please try it for layering. So next up, a fragrance I gave a 7 when I did my review of it. I said it was good, but not insanely good. However, if you check out the dent I put into it, you can clearly see that it has grown on me quite a bit since then. This is so good. And I'm gonna say this is very, very unique. I would love to know your thoughts on spicy leather from Ferragamo. Do you find this to be a unique kind of fragrance? I'm not sure exactly what it is. If it's the saffron, the leather, that aromatic touch that it has, but this gives me an almost ambery, warmish kind of vibe without being too warm with that leather, and this is hard to describe. This has gone from a like to a love, and I think it's fantastic. I'm a leather freak. I absolutely love the scent of leather, and this thing right here is one of the most easy to wear leather scents ever made, with quite a unique touch. I'm going to go through the last two quite quickly. The first one is a fragrance that is unfortunately discontinued. I feel it's a fantastic tobacco that's quite sweet with vanilla. This thing, when oversprayed, so good, so good. This thing, when sprayed properly, is absolutely fantastic. This quite often gets complimented, and I believe it was like 2 or 3 days ago when someone gave me a compliment for this when I was out shopping. This is pure Havane from Mugler. I'm pretty sure no one from Mugler is watching my channel. I'm not even sure if Mugler even exists anymore, but if there's someone from Mugler watching, please, you need to bring this one back. And I also feel you should consider bringing a lot of the fragrances in this line back, because those were pretty amazing, and I know a lot of people would absolutely love to see them come back. So the last one is one of the latest fragrances I bought, and it's a fragrance I just can't wrap my head around. It's a great fragrance, but I'm not sure if it's insanely good. I like it a lot, and I've used it a lot this month, so I really gotta mention it, but I'm not sure I'm in love with it. Sometimes when I spray it on, I think it's amazing, and sometimes I feel it's just really, really nice. But regardless of that, this is without a single doubt an insanely easy to wear fragrance. It's another mass appealing YSL fragrance that you just can't go wrong with. This is YSL Myslf. This, at least on my skin, is one of those fragrances that keeps changing. One wearing experience is absolutely fantastic, and the other one is just nice. You can't go wrong with it though, and if you are looking for a super versatile, easy to reach, compliment getter fragrance that's mass appealing, then this is pretty much the one to go for. Now, I would love to hear your thoughts on YSL Myslf, and I would also like to know if you experience the same thing as I do with this one, in that sometimes it feels absolutely fantastic and sometimes it just feels nice. So there you go, these are some of my current favorites. So I do want to mention that I recently did a poll with Le Male Elixir, and I asked you if you think Le Male Elixir has dethroned the King Le Male Parfum, and it seems like most of you don't think it did. Please comment if you tried any of these, and make sure you comment with your current favorites. Please drop a like on this video, thank you, I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe, make sure you check out the videos over there. Oh yes, and I'll see you in the next one.